I like my shirt. Yes. Hey y'all, period! It's your girl Tara and I'm back with another video.
Hit 'em with that good, make a nigga act right. Boys don't deserve no
Todd, can you play that again?
break back, was another break back, was another break back, was another break back, was another belly band.
Hey y'all, period. It's your girl Tara and I am back with another video. So today, I'm gonna be starting my traumatic childhood series, and you're probably like, why she smiling about starting that? I am smiling about starting that because it's gonna be like episodes of, just stuff that happened to me when I was younger, or just story times about things that happened to me when I was younger, or that happened around me when I was younger, that just would be traumatic if you really think about it, like just crazy stuff. Some stories will be some abuse stuff, but today we're going to start off with something slight. We're going to start off with, before we, wait, first of all, we got to go back. If you are new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, don't forget to like, comment, and share the video with a friend, and we're going to get into it. I just feel so cute. Don't I look cute? Like, don't I look cute? Okay, so, the first thing we're gonna start off is I'm just gonna give you like a nice, not like, this is not even getting into the story yet. This is really just telling y'all how I've been feeling about this whole YouTube thing. Okay, so I have been off of YouTube for about 7 months, almost half the year. That's crazy. That is half the year. Okay, no, 6 months. I've been off of YouTube for about six or 7 months. And I've been off of here because I just feel like it's no support. Like, if I'm a YouTuber, as a YouTuber, I'm supposed to have supporters. I'm supposed to have subscribers. So the subscribers that I do have, they are supposed to support me. Y'all do not support me. Like, nobody likes, y'all like it. Y'all watch it to be nosy sometimes. Y'all watch it. But y'all really don't share the videos. Like, y'all don't like screenshot a part of the video, have my name and everything in there so people can know who to subscribe to. Post it on your Instagram story, tag me. Post it on your Instagram story, don't tag me. Share it with your friends, send it, send the link to your friends, all of that. Y'all don't do that. Like, it's just like, I gotta promote. Now, that's my job. My job is to promote my videos, get my videos out there. But as subscribers, as friends, as supporters, as family, I would expect y'all to, help me do that, because y'all supposed to love my channel and stuff like that, and y'all don't be supporting me. Like, yeah. So we're gonna start off with the first episode. The first title is gonna be lying to my Jamaican dad about my identity. That's what it's gonna be. We're gonna get into the video now. This is when we're really gonna get into the video, okay? I'm gonna give y'all a background of, just in general, of how my life was living with the person that I was living with when I was a child. When I was, probably from like 2 years old until I was 16. I did not live with my mother. My cousin had custody of me, as most people know. And as y'all seen, what it looked like from the outside looking in, was that I was just treated so perfectly. I had all the best things, had all the best clothes, had all the toys. I had, just the perfect child life. I had, or should I say, it looked as though I had, access to great things, like, all the clothes and shoes that I wanted, all the toys and stuff like that, and access to, or just the privilege of having the guardian be able to pay for you to go to school, and for you to have that nice uniform and that nice education, and things like that. because everybody just thought that that was just so good. They think that if you're smiling in a picture, or if you're just happy when you're around them, or if you know how to behave yourself and you're always kept looking clean, just they think that that is just enough for a child to be happy. And I can let you know right now, I was not happy. Okay, I did not want to be there. I was so annoyed with everything that happened in there. Like, everything used to just, I just used to be so angry all the time at everything. I used to be abusive to kids at school, because I would hit them and then they're like, well, why would you hit me? Or they would go tell a teacher. Like, I didn't notice that I was getting that from home. So with that being said, yes, I was physically abused for the longest, for every little thing. Like, when I say anything, I mean anything. Okay, one thing. The day after Christmas, all of the cousins were over the house. And there's one specific cousin that didn't really come over. We're going to call him Jamal. Jamal never really came around. But when he did come around, he came around and, you know, he would play, you know, with the toys and stuff like that. You know, it was after Christmas, so I just got way more toys than I already had. I was asleep, okay? I was asleep. And Jamal went to go play with the toys. And because I'm asleep, I did not know. Jamal was playing with some toys that I had. Brand new toys. And they were in the hallway on the floor, because that's where he left them at. I was upstairs asleep. She was in her room doing whatever she was doing. My guardian, the person who raised me, meaning the person who I lived with, who beat the mess out of me for every little thing and just had me looking nice so everybody could think that everything was okay at home. That's the person. We're gonna name her SpongeBob. And we're gonna name her SpongeBob, okay? And if you know, you know, but her code name for this whole entire series is gonna be SpongeBob. So SpongeBob decided to come out of her room, and she seen that my toys were on the floor, and she came in my room. Come and get these MF toys off the floor. Da, 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 da. You don't appreciate nothing. You just got them toys. Why is they up here on the floor? And I'm like, I'm just waking up out of my sleep. Like, I don't know, you know? And like this, I was so young. I don't even know. I still remember this. And I got hit multiple times right in my face for it. Like, I'm telling you, and you clearly see that I was sleeping. So I'm telling you, no, I did not have that. And I got beat for that. For me, I didn't even put the toys on the floor. But I got beat for having toys on the floor. You know how many kids have toys on the floor? So after they hear me get beat, the adults downstairs, they all like, oh no, it wasn't Tara. She didn't have the toys. That was Jamal. Are you kidding me? Like, y'all gonna wait until I get hit to say something? So just, that's a little story. Simple story like that. Somebody else have toys on the floor. And because they have toys on the floor, I get beat for it. Just dumb stuff, you know? So I just would get, you know, abused for every little thing. And get abused for her niece. We're going to call her niece Miranda, okay? So Miranda would always get me in trouble all the time. Now, me and Miranda are cool now. We don't have any problems now. She was a child, like, very young child when she was acting like that. And as many times as she has been around me after that, you know, after she's gotten older and things like that, she doesn't act like that anymore. However, when she was younger, I used to get in trouble all the time because of her, because she just used to go and lie, because this is what SpongeBob taught us to do, to lie, to manipulate people. You know, that's what we seen her do. That's what we seen all the rest of the family members do. So that's what we thought was right. Not necessarily thought was right, but that's how we knew that we can get out of something. Or that's how we knew we can get around something for that moment, you know. So Miranda would always lie on me, and she would just like get me in trouble all the time, or just come to spend the night over the house because she know that I don't want her to stay. She would literally say, hey Tara, you want me to spend the night? I say no. Like, no. And she was still spinning like, she's like, oh, well, I'm about to go ask my aunt, because Miranda was SpongeBob's niece. So she would say, I'm going to go ask her, can I stay tonight just because you say you don't want me to? Who does that? Now I'm irritated and I don't want you there at all. When we wake up in the morning, I have to make you something to eat. When I gotta go somewhere, you gotta go with me. I gotta put you in a tub. I gotta get you dressed. I gotta make sure your hair done when it's time to go. I gotta clean up after you. Nobody don't want you to stay here, but you still gonna stay here because I don't want you to stay here. Like, I just never understood why she did that, and to this day, she still don't know why she did that. I don't know. Maybe SpongeBob put her up to it. And it's a couple things that I know SpongeBob put her up to, because I would hear her saying, oh, Miranda, go ask Tara this, or go tell Tara that, and see what she say. See if she gonna be mean to you. Just trying to find something, you know, to try to have something to punish me for. Anyway, that's how my life went, you know, getting beat for everything that I didn't do or that I did do, and then everything was always to the fullest extent. Getting lied on all the time, even by teachers, bro. So many. That's gonna come in a different video. But teachers lying on me, like, when I say I'm grown now, I don't have no reason to lie to nobody about no teacher lying on me. All them teachers that called my cousin, they was lying on me. Miss, I'm gonna say her name, I don't care. Miss Overstreet lied on me so many times, bro. It was really sad. Who else? What's her name? Miss Moore lied on me multiple times. Miss Ambrose lied on me so many times. What was her name? Miss Taraerrky. She lied on me. My 4th grade teacher, she lied on me real bad. Real bad. She lied on me, and I got hit in front of the class. And what's another teacher? Miss Krause, she would lie too. She would lie all the time. That was my English teacher in the 4th grade. Who else? It's another teacher. I can see her face, but I can't think about her name. She used to always talk like, Tara, sit down, all the time. She used to get on my nerves so bad, like, so bad. But she used to get me in trouble. Oh, wait, Miss Height. Oh my gosh, 7th grade, Miss Height used to lie something terrible. She knew that I was going to get in trouble, and she still wanted to call all the time. So everybody thought that I was just all excited and all happy. And because even my cousin, we're going to call her Dino. Okay? So Dino, she even said after, Dino and her sister Rachel used to say, oh, you just look so happy when you was with her. You know, we never knew that she was doing this and she was doing that. Yes, y'all did. But I can't really say that they did know, because she was really that much of a liar. She was really that much of a liar that they really probably did think that I was just a bad kid. Because when I say she got lying down pat, oh my goodness. Still to this day, people know her as just being a liar, because that's all she do. That's really sad. But okay, so we can find. I just had to get y'all all of that background, because if y'all don't know all of that, y'all gonna think that this story don't make sense, you know? I always knew that I don't know my dad, you know? Like, right now, I don't know my dad, okay? So that's why this story is about to be interesting. I don't know my dad. However, I had to lie to my Jamaican dad about my identity. So, okay, to me, it don't make sense. Ain't no random man gonna think that y'all got children together if y'all never had sex. It really don't make sense to me. Like, please make it make sense. Like, really, please make it make sense. So, she claimed and tell everybody that she never had sex with this man, but you had to, because why does he think that y'all have a child together? Like, what? So, she would lie to him about my age and things like that, you know, and she told this man, we're just going to call him my dad, because we don't have a name for him. We're going to call him my dad, okay? So he would come and take like the whole family out places. Like we would go to, this is when I was like a toddler still. He would come to SpongeBob's mother's house on Bel Air Road, Baltimore City, Maryland. Yeah. And would take like the whole entire family out. Like I'm a toddler, so I ate free at Golden Corral. But he would take all the cousins, like so many cousins, like probably like 5 to 10 cousins, plus SpongeBob and me, and SpongeBob's sister, SpongeBob's mother, a whole bunch of people. Pay for everybody, okay? Because I don't know what he is. I think he's like some sort of doctor or something like that. So she met him in the club. I believe she met him in the club. You know, they had to link up afterwards and they had to do something, and she must have got some money from him because that's what she always been trying to do since I've known her. She's been trying to get money from the man by using me. So at this particular time, she, and I'm quite sure it's still going on to this day, but I wonder who she uses to act like they're me. This is when I'm a toddler, so I don't really remember everything that was going on then, but I do know that obviously that this man is my father. That's what I was thinking, okay? But it never really made sense to me as how is he my father, but he thinks that SpongeBob is my mother if I know who my real mother is. So that was just awkward to me. So I got a couple years older. You know, this skips a whole bunch of years until I was in probably like middle school. And I remember that she had like every Christmas, especially every Christmas and every birthday, but mainly every holiday, she would call him or email him and things like that and say, oh, hey, I don't have any money for this Christmas or this birthday or this holiday. You know, and my name, he thought that my name was Kayla. Okay. So she called him. She would say, hey, Kayla doesn't have this for back to school, or Kayla doesn't have anything for this holiday. I'm struggling. I don't have any money. Living down Latrobe is no way that you don't have no money. I just say, like, you had to be getting some money from somewhere, because how you didn't have no money? Anyway, she would lie and tell him that she didn't have any money and things like that. So she would have me lying on the phone, like talking to this man, and he has a really strong accent. So I didn't know, like, I had no idea half the stuff he was saying. I was just saying, yeah, like she would have him on speaker, have me right there talking to him and just tell me what to say. And this was going on for years. Like every single year I would have to call this man a couple times a year and talk to him, and she would tell me what to say and what not to say. I remember one particular year, he came to Baltimore and he wanted to see me. And of course, he came to see me and we went out to dinner to Golden Corral again. And this time I was younger, so I really still don't remember all the ins and outs of it. But I do remember this one Christmas, so I think he thought that my birthday was in December. So he would always send like double the money because it's for Christmas and my birthday. So, you know, I would say, hey, my birthday coming up. I want this for my birthday. I want that. And he would send the money for everything. And I would never see none of the things that I told him that I wanted. What I wanted, it was real. It was real. But I was just telling him what I wanted because my cousin told me to do that. So a couple years after that, I had to see him in person. Like, and this is the year right after, I think it was right after I got my braces on. I had to pretend like I knew this man. I had to pretend like my name was Kayla. I had to pretend that my birthday was in December. I had to pretend that I went to this specific school and that I like these certain things that she told him that I liked. I had to act like a completely different person and change my whole identity around this man. Like, he thought I was a different age. He thought I was way younger than I was. And just all of that, you know? So I think my name was Kayla Tara something, whatever his last name was. Okay? And that's what she would make me pretend to act like. So, you know, as a kid, I'm like, I know I have to go on with it, but by this time I am about to go to the 9th grade, or I'm either in the 8th grade or the 9th grade. So at that point, I know that that is not right. Like, I'm like, I haven't heard from this man in a long time, but I do remember him. And I know that I don't want to sit here and continue on acting like I'm this, you know, this little girl that's his daughter, because he always talks about his other children, talking about other siblings, and they are not my siblings. Like, but he will always like talk about like, oh yeah, you got to go to school to be a doctor. Sir, I don't want to be with you. Like, I'm just like, he came to Baltimore talking about like, yeah, you have to be a doctor, you have to do this, you have to go to this school. And I'm like, who you think you're talking to? At this point, I'm older, so I'm like, I ain't going with the flow enough. And I'm like, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to go to school for that, you know? And he like, you have to, it's a tradition, my son does it, my daughter, I don't got nothing to do with that. You ain't finna come here and tell me what my career about to be. I'm sorry, it don't work like that here. So he, you know, all hugging me every 10 seconds, talking about I miss you, I love you, you know, I wish you would come to, I want to say he lives in Jamaica. I want you to come to Jamaica with me. And, you know, because he was down there that time seeing his family. So I went over his family's house with my cousin SpongeBob, and, you know, he gave me some money. By that time, I was older, so he gave me some money in my hand, but of course, she's seen it. And he gave her some money as well, but of course, she took my money. Only gave me enough money so I could have some McDonald's. That's it. Aladdin said she was going to put it towards something for school or something like that. Never seen the money again. But she would lie. She's like this whole scandal. When I tell you, I would really like to know who this man is, because I would really let him know all of her information and let him know that I am not his child, and let him know that I'm not even her child. And, you know, just let him know all of that information, because I feel like he needs to know that. Like, I'm not your child, sir. You know, he bought me stuff every occasion. Made sure I was straight. Sending money however he sent it, because Cash App wasn't up then. So however he sent money, sending money all the time. I was always straight whenever she got in contact with him, right? So he's kind of getting frustrated at this point, because I'm probably about 15, and I'm like, you can't tell me what to do. You're not my fault. I almost said that, but I caught myself because I knew the scandal that I'm in. I can't mess it up now, you know? So it's like, I've been in it since I was a toddler. I'm a teenager now. I don't want to be a part of this. And I'm saying in the car to her, like, that's not right. She thinks that it's funny, like I'm playing or something. Like, she like, girl, we gonna get him for all his money he got. What? Like, meanwhile, she has a man. She currently, right now, to this day, has a man, and still calling this other man, acting like I'm his child, acting like he's my dad, acting like she's so broke and she don't have no money and she can't take care of me, so she need me to do this. Lying to him, talking about I'm in dance classes, I do this, I do that, I need stuff for soccer. Lying. Just to get money. So I don't know. I'm quite sure it was thousands, or probably hundreds of thousands of dollars that she scammed out of this man. And again, if I ever seen him, I wouldn't know. But if he seen me and he remembered my face from seeing me from when I was younger, then, you know, he would probably be like, oh, hey, Kayla. And I'm going to let him know, baby, I am not Kayla. I am Tara. I am not your child. You have been scammed for the last, about 14, 15 years of your life. So if you want our information, I got you. But I ain't your child. You know, like, it was just so weird having to act like that and having to lie to this grown man about being his child, because the person who I lived with, if I didn't, I would get hit. You know, I would get beat. I would get punished. So it's just like, I knew that I couldn't, like, not do that, you know. So I'm older, and, you know, we ended up going out to Golden Corral. Again, like, that's his thing. He takes us to Golden Corral. You know, we talk, but this time he's mainly talking to me. He like multiple times he would just keep cutting her off to talk to me because she kept trying to butt in and say stuff. He like, she's old enough, she can talk for herself. I want to talk to my daughter. I miss my daughter. I haven't seen her in a long time. I want to have a conversation with her. You can talk to them. I'm going to talk to her. He was really trying to get information. He wanted to know everything. And I just had to keep putting lie on top of lie, on top of lie, on top of lie. And then again, on top of that, it was very hard to understand him. So some stuff I was just agreeing to, but I didn't know what that man was saying, you know. And it was just so uncomfortable. Like, his family wanted to take pictures with me, you know, to show the other family members, to say, hey, you know, this is your sister. She lives in Baltimore. You know, she probably come and visit us one day. No, I'm not. Like, what? Like, really, I had to take pictures with this man. I don't look nothing like this man. His family all like, oh my gosh, she look just like you. No, I don't. Like, what? Like, nobody see that. That's clearly not my dad. I have no type of blood going in the same direction with this man. I don't know that man, you know? So it's really crazy. Like, she really lied to that man for so many years. Even having a man, you know, he didn't even catch on to that. But she got a whole man still scamming another man for some money using a child. That's crazy to me. And a lot of people, you know, in my family even knew about it. They never thought to contact the authorities or nothing. So it's like, I don't know his real name. So I only know one part of his name. I don't know nothing else about him. So I wouldn't even be able to say anything if I wanted to. But there has been, like, that just goes to show you how trashy my family is. It's so many people in my family that know about the situation, will call me Kayla jokingly, acting like it's just so funny, like it's just such a great thing to be doing. And, you know, I was just a part of that scandal for so long, and I'm glad that I'm no longer a part of it. I'm probably still a part of it, not knowing it. I'm quite sure she's still using my identity, but with another person. And I'm quite sure he'll notice, because he ain't noticed all of these years that I wasn't his child. So, but that's my story, that I had to lie to my Jamaican dad about my identity, because my name is not Kayla. I am not no younger than I am. My birthday is not in December. I never played soccer. I never did ballet. The only time I ever went to private schools, I only went to private schools for about a month, and then she took me out because she couldn't afford it. So he never was paying for no private school. You know, I never had every flavor in Uggs that she would tell people. I never had all of that. So he wasn't buying no Uggs. He would only buy stuff that she said that I needed, or that I wanted for Christmas and things like that. So I was a part of that for the longest, you know, and that's just like a scandal that it's just like, what do you do? Like, if you do ever see that man again, do you tell him, or do you just leave it alone? Because it's just like, how you don't have any, like, I mean, I'm quite sure he has some sort of history of how he sent her that money, but if he doesn't, it's nothing that he can do about that. So, but yeah, she's definitely been scamming that man for years, and I'm quite sure she's still doing it. So that's one story, plus the background story of my life from when I was a child. So yeah, a lot of people always ask me who my dad is. A lot of people always ask me, do I know my dad? If I don't know my dad, do I want to meet my dad? And just from that situation alone, I really don't care to, because I don't want nobody else to lie to me, telling me that somebody is my father. And once I grow up and recognize that it's not my father, go through this whole thing again, you know, being in a whole scandal again. Nobody has time for that. So I never really cared to meet my dad. Don't know who my dad is still to this day. Let me know in the comments below. Send the video to your friends. Send it to your grandmother. Send it to your mother. Send it to your uncle. Send it to SpongeBob. Send it to everybody. Send it to everybody. So they can see, yes, people are being exposed. My life is being exposed because everybody thought that I just had this perfect life when I was younger, and my life was actually trash. It was very trash. So y'all already know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Band take a member, Band take a member, Band take a member,